So I've been getting a lot of requests to do a video on the top 5 CPUs and GPUs for 2015. So I figured I'd go ahead and start off by doing the CPU version and later the top 5 GPUs later this month. So with that said, this is the top 5 CPUs that you can currently buy for the year 2015. So starting off the list is the Intel Pentium G3258 coming in at $70. This is a 3.2 GHz dual-core processor with an unlocked multiplier, which means that you can overclock it. It supports DDR3 RAM up to 1333 MHz and it fits all LGA 1150 motherboards. If you guys are on a very tight budget and want to go with an Intel build, then this is the processor for you. Next up is the AMD Athlon X4 860K Black Edition for just $5 more. This is a 3.7 GHz quad-core processor that can be overclocked up to 4.0 GHz and supports up to 2133 MHz of DDR3 memory. When comparing the benchmark scores to the G3258, the Intel processor actually offers more for only $5 less. It beats the AMD processor in single-core performance and overclocking as well. However, if you're going with an AMD build with the AM3 Plus socket and you want to spend as little as possible, then I recommend going with the X4 to take advantage of the extra cores. For number 3, we have the popular AMD FX 6300 coming in at $89. With 6 cores at 3.5 GHz that can be overclocked to 4.1 GHz, it's no wonder why this is the most popular choice for budget gaming builds, especially since the price has decreased from the original $100 price tag. It supports 1866 MHz of DDR3 memory and fits all AM3 Plus sockets. When comparing it to the X4 860K processor, the performance almost seems identical. However, the 6300 remains on the top for benchmark performance and overclocking. So if you're doing a budget AMD build and have an extra $100 to spare, then this is the CPU I strongly recommend you guys to go with. In fact, this is the CPU I'm going to be using for my next budget build. Coming in at number 4 is the i3 4170 for around $130. Quite easily the best Intel CPU you can buy for budget builds. It's a dual-core 3.7 GHz processor that has an integrated graphics chip, so if you really want to cut costs, you can simply use this CPU and not buy an additional graphics card if you're not going to be gaming or editing. Since the CPU has a locked multiplier, it's very limited when it comes to overclocking, but nonetheless it's a solid CPU once you pair it with a graphics card. Last but not least, we have the AMD FX 8320 that comes in around $140, which is the same CPU I used in the Orion build with amazing benchmark scores. It's an 8-core processor clocked in at 3.5 GHz, which can be easily overclocked to 4.0 and supports 1866 MHz of DDR3 memory on an AM3 Plus socket. When comparing it to the FX 6300, the 8320 pretty much beats it in every aspect except single-core performance, and even then not by that much. The FX 8320 is a solid CPU for both gaming and productivity, but if you guys are strictly building a gaming PC and want to save $50, then I recommend sticking with the FX 6300 instead. I do want to give an honorable mention to the i5 4690K as an all-around awesome CPU for gaming that comes in at $230. It's a 4-core 3.5 GHz processor with an unlocked multiplier that can be overclocked, and it's only $30 more than the 4590 with similar performance compared to the i7 4790K, as you can tell by looking at the benchmarks. Anyways, that's it for the video. If you guys enjoyed it, let me know by hitting that like button to show your support. The top 5 GPU video should be uploaded within a few weeks. If it's uploaded, I'll go ahead and leave a link to that down below, so make sure you guys stick around for that. If there's a specific video you guys want me to do top 5 on next, let me know on what product by dropping a comment down below. Also, make sure you guys are following me on Twitter because I'm going to start building the budget build for the month of September, and that is where I'm going to be uploading all of the updates and progress. That's basically it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.